Good day all. I just want to inform you this is a two-part video. The first part will cover the basic instructions on how to make the okonomiyaki, while the second part will cover the actual cooking of the okonomiyaki. Thank you.
Welcome to the Slice of the Moon, where if I can cook good food out here, you can cook it anywhere. Today we're going to make okonomiyaki, which is roughly translated to your way grilled pancakes, which is a little more than pancakes. Okonomiyaki is basically a new food-ish in Japan. The custom is you go to a restaurant and you order your ingredients and they bring them to you, then you mix them at your table in any amount of the way you want, and you cook it on the grill in the middle until it's cooked to the way you like it. You can add anything to okonomiyaki. You can add steaks, sausages, brats, anything you want. Today I'm going to go more seafood because that's kind of what I want right now. To make okonomiyaki, you're going to need 2 eggs, 2/3 cup water, a shrimp flavored ramen packet. Now I'm picking shrimp because the original okonomiyaki has this stuff called dashi in it. It's a fish stock made with seaweed and some dried fish flakes. It's really good. They use it in a lot of their cooking. But I don't have that. I can't find it. If anybody can find canned dashi someplace, or even powdered dashi, tell me. I would love to get some of that stuff. So today we're using the shrimp packet. We're going to need 2 tablespoons of baking powder, 1 teaspoon of salt, 1 cup of flour. Now I'm going to use Rice Krispies in this just because in Japan they use their tempura batter. When they get the little crispy things in their deep fryer, they pull that out and they put that in there. It gives it a crunchy, nice texture. So I'm going to try to emulate that with the Rice Krispies here. We're also going to need cabbage because these are cabbage pancakes. And I'm going to put a little bit of Brussels sprouts in there because I think it adds a nice texture and flavor to it. So we want about 4 or 5 cups of cabbage and about another 2-3 cups of Brussels sprouts. For toppings, we're going to be using the noodles from that flavor packet. We're going to be using Imitation Crab, little sandwich shrimp, and bacon, because everyone loves bacon. Now this is all good by itself, but they also put this really nice barbecue Japanese sauce on the top. So for the sauce, we're going to need 1/2 cup of ketchup, a 1/4 cup of hoisin sauce or oyster sauce, 1/4 cup of your Worcestershire sauce, some honey, a little bit of apple cider vinegar, and 2 big tablespoons of instant grape juice from concentrate. I love that stuff. It gives it a nice fruity flavor. Really good. First we should start on making the sauce because you need to cook it down a little bit. So we're going to add our great 1/2 cup of ketchup here. We're going to add our 1/4 of our hoisin sauce or oyster sauce, whichever you like. Add our Worcestershire sauce. Going to add about 1/4 of honey. Make it as sweet as you want it. Some people don't like it too sweet, especially being that we're adding the grape juice to it. Add a little under 1/4 of the vinegar. You don't want it too vinegary, but you want that little bit of an apple cider taste to it. And just for flavor and fun, to give it a nice fruity flavor, we're going to put in our concentrate here. This is grapefruit concentrate. So So just a couple of these. See, every place, like I said, this is kind of a new food. So over in Japan, every restaurant, every district, every area of Japan has their own recipe, their own style. So we're going to explore a couple of the different styles they do. Once you get that kind of stirred up, you want to put it on the stove, heat it up nicely. So now that we got the sauce on the burner, we need to cook up some of the noodles for the Hiroshima Style Okonomiyaki. So we'll put that right there. Let those noodles boil up, get really nice, and then we can move on. So while this is all cooking, let's go back up and cut up our vegetables. So while those are cooking, what we want to do is make a cheese sauce. Now this is really famous over in Tokyo area where they call it a okonomiyaki pizza. It's not really pizza, but it's really good. So you need about a cup of cheese, finely grated, and just a little bit of mayonnaise. The mayonnaise, you mix it with the cheese, it makes it kind of a soft paste. You can smear it on top. So you want, I say a good smidge and a half, you know, about that much mayonnaise. The reason I have my mayonnaise in a little squeeze bottle like this is so later on when we decorate the okonomiyaki, you can make nice pretty lines on it. So then we just need to mix that up all nice and sweet. Just give it a good stir. You want the mayonnaise and the cheese to kind of blend together and make kind of almost like a paste. You want to squeeze it down a little bit. Make it all smushy, 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 smushy. This way it melts nice and smooth. There we go. So there's our little cheese sauce for that. So now we need to start cutting up our stuff to make the okonomiyaki. Now you can see here with the cabbage, it's just fine little diced cubes. So just go across your cabbage, put that over here so you can see better. So just go across your cabbage. You know, the thinner the better, because you want it cooked down kind of quickly, so you want small pieces. So just go across, turn it, go across the other way, in little chunks. Now this is the funny thing, everywhere you go, they'll cut the cabbage different. Some have long, slender pieces, some are little chunks, but just get them all nice, broken down. Want to break down your Brussels sprouts real quickly, just thin little slices. Once you start hitting a lot of the tail here, we don't want that in there. It takes a little bit too long to break down. So you just add those together. Now you want to add your onion. Now it calls for your green onion, but I like to add just a little white onion to it, just to add extra texture and flavor. So just cube it up real quick, nothing fancy. Woohoo. Add that to it. Just a little green onion there. Just kind of nice little thin slices. So add all your green onion to it. These green onions actually came from the old man. He has a little crops he grows. Add those there. These are good for the goats, they like them. Okay. So then you add your Rice Krispies. Give it a good little tossing. Get everything incorporated nicely. Whew. You think there's a lot here, but actually it cooks down a lot. This will shrink down to maybe 12 pancakes at the most. There we go. Make sure you have a nice clean table if you're going to scoop it off. Okay, there we go. Now we're going to make the batter. The batter is really nice, really simple. It's almost kind of like a crepe batter. So we're going to mix in our 2 eggs. With this, a little bit of our 2/3 cup of water. Beat them up all nicely. Add our flavor packet. There we go. And then we add our little bit of salt. Our baking powder. I want to be a little bit more precise on the baking powder. Woohoo. Nice little granny helping. Boop. Boop. And our flour. There we go. We want a nice semi-thick consistency. This is more like waffle batter than pancake batter. Nice there, okay. Now, just for fun, we're going to make up a little bit of an egg sauce. This is for cooking our noodles in. You want about 3 eggs in this egg sauce. Right here. Now these are our farm eggs from our chickens. And you want about a 1/4 cup of this newly made batter we have. Right in there. There we go. Batter off to the side. Nice and good. So now we need to part cook our bacon, so we can get started on that.
Well, this ends this half of the video. If you like to watch me actually cook the okonomiyaki, you can catch that in the next video. I want to thank you for letting me do something that I love. And if you like my videos, give it a thumbs up. And if you want to see more of them, subscribe to my channel, please. And if you really want to help me out, pledge a few dollars to my Patreon so I can buy food, better equipment, and have more fun. Thank you.